As opposed to
Lecro.
The most heinous thing you've ever said.
Probably is.
But can they get any kills? Oh, top lane looking at two places at once, almost getting caught out, but not quite. Lecro with another deagle kill, finally taken down. The Crims, I thought he was holding a defuse, but he wasn't. Like the impacts of not buying of your team in the fourth buy.
But all it takes is for you to lose one round or not to win one round because you didn't have armor and you're going to be like...
Trying to see if there's anybody around CT. It's a spot on one, some good damage done, but still two left alive. And they know where he is. Can they get the kill though? Can he become untradeable? Looks like he might become untradeable. Here is the first frag, Lecro.
Opportunity to pick them off instead of trying to swarm to get things rolling.
CT's in crossfire, but it won't amount to much because they don't have much. The numbers are small, they won't amount to much. Easy wipeout for Godsent. Methodical, calm.
Mix it up. I mixed it up. Well, it's going to be two quick kills here for the side of Fnatic on the defense here. They're starting off well for them with their first proper buy round, but the trade comes in. Disco's covering that avenue out of position as Godsent are just trying to create space to plant the bomb.
Nice away again. So far so good for the Godsent side off, who have had many struggles for the team.
They're going to have all the money to play with, so they would expect to find some success there. I do want when you get reset immediately, right? When you don't already have a buffer to work with.
Use my utility early to stop those aggressive pushes, as we see almost Lecro catching Flasha. He's forced to push because of the incendiary.
Almost catching a kill there. He will pull the CTs away from the mid area as well, so maybe his team can move in the meantime. We've got Twist towards the chair, and Lecro continues to frag towards the A side. Creeping around that smoke. Will he walk straight into Sandwich? Lecro's got to be careful. Got Olofmeister, position unknown. Pronax readying to hold the shot down, but no.
The second out of window into jungle, very common rotation.
33 seconds left, the bomb went in. That's not going to work out for him. As Doppland could not be further away, quite literally.
If Twist gets that kill, maybe they can make something happen, but without it, they just...
Push behind smoke, contact play. Oh, Dennis with the spray, and Olofmeister is going to be able to get one. In they go into... That is Fnatic. How do they get in? Oh, just a pixel spotted there by Disco Doppland. And he will shoot it off quite swiftly as Crims has found the final distraction that he can make his way in with. And that's going to be Olofmeister also trying to do the same. The time is of the essence, but both players.
Anti-eco time for the Godsent team. And that is spottable from Sandwich. Pronax knows his ankles. That's pretty important. Knows the teammates as well. Bursts from the CZ. Dennis try and go for it. 2 versus 3. I think they'll be in there. But maybe that puts an end to things. Dennis will think otherwise of this situation. But he's in an awkward spot. So I think he'll have to make the most of it by just standing there and trying to catch the T's off guard. But Twist
Position to try to close the game with. And that's already a nice pick-off, just a fast push into the A site. Fnatic have not been great at defending these so far, but that said, now, this time, 3 very fast frags. I think JW actually got a double there from the AWP. Great work from him. The refragging will come in, though, as Pronax and Lecro make themselves known. Lecro caught by JW, a third for him. Pronax as well, caught by JW.
Explosive grenade has. Molotovs won't be fast enough to stop Schneider from coming out, but JW is going to pick off Doppland. Traded from Twist. The trades continue. Bomb on the floor. And there's a numbers advantage. Oh, no, there isn't anymore. As I say that, it comes back to the CT side. Dennis making it even better. Twist walking with the grenades.
Is definitely a big problem. Olofmeister, though, he's not in the best spot here. He's going to have to spin around. My God, he made a great situation of that from a bad one. Could easily...
The teaser moving pretty quickly though. Schneider does JW realize he's gone past the angle. He's not ready for this. The collision!
He almost got that as well.
So this has not been a successful round for them, and perhaps their momentum has come to us. Lekro into the close quarters. Make use of that. He is leading the charge. There he is, through the window. Olofmeister takes him down to V's, and the rest are far behind. And mostly dead. So it seems there will be a run into the A site. Crims leaving it just down to Schneider. He's got the AK, but he's 1 versus 4, and JW will finish him off. 7-7.
Just good Oplan, he's waiting for the connector push. But Flick comes in at this point at a later time. Ooh, Crim's caught off guard though.
I don't know what the likelihood of that is. As I say that, of course, Lekro has been boosted into the window and we're going there, but Olofmeister is now going to have a look and see what's going on. JW can raise the alarm that it's going to be a B play. Does he pick up an AK here, or does he go close range and misses the shot? Oh, that's really awkward.
Oh
it's
God.
all collapsed here for the CT side. The frags raining in for Godsent, and it leaves Olofmeister alone. Such is life. It's the life of an AWPer.
Why does he zoom?
Oh my God.
And there is a question.
There's a lot of things he could have done there. The knife would have worked.
Most
USP
of the
would have
time, the no scope is.
In the end, 8-7 score still with aggressive push from Godsent.
Fnatic can make good of it though. They can make good of it as we get some raid boss here. Olofmeister has been made the boss, and he's got himself that Tech 9 armor. It's working out well. They kill everybody, and that would take so much time. And Fnatic play it correctly.
Particular. Sometimes it's the only highlight of the match. JW creeping through the smoke, nobody watching it, but indeed the pistols are coming into play. Denison Flusher taken down. Bomb needs to be collected by the team. So if he can position himself accordingly, Crims jumping, giving the position away. He knows Crims is there as well. And perhaps he can get himself a 1 versus 1 on the site. There are big problems now. Lekro with the deagle. 35 seconds. Crims has to face. Well, he's got the bomb. And there it is from Lekro.
So, Flush is going to go in with the smoke actually. Really nice push from Flusher. Fortunate because he's not only going to die.
You start to wonder if this half will continue to be scrappy. Flash coming in, the dink from Crims, but no kill. As well, but I don't know if he'll get in a position to throw it. There's one gone. He's going to... Looks like he was going to rotate towards CT. They still had the time from Pronax. And indeed, it seems Olofmeister will back up into the angle there. And that will be the round for Godsent. Double figures now for Godsent.
Will we see any Lekro style plays? Aggression from Godsent though into middle. It's basically killing everybody. So this will be a very short-lived rounds. Presumably at least. Schneider comes in, finishes off Flusher. Olofmeister's been discovered. He is sniped by Pronax's USP in midair.
See that big orange laser from his teammate JW, and here comes Dennis in the push, catching Pronax with a grenade in his hand, but Doplan is covering Pronax. Syria Stratego in that scenario. Doplan going back to the angle, JW being taken down, and Godsent are in a really good spot now.
And he might just get his 4th kill. Oh, he gets the tap. And for those wondering, Dreamy player. 12-8, that just fell apart.
Fast play is indeed coming in for the T side, curving around the smoke, closing the distance on Twist. Crims allows his teammates to go down, waits for the reload, and secures and the CTs don't want him to have it. Pronax charging in with the USP, but JW's managed to escape. The CTs may wait for the smokes. There was a win for Godsent. What a win.
Lately, both. Again, aggressive play from Godsent gets them an early at the apartments area. Will he get the jump on Crims?
In terms of performance, do you... Oh, that's awkward for Twist. Going to fight to the death, though. No other choice, really. And in a minute, because we've got 2 players on the ramp as well. And indeed, this is collapsing for Fnatic.
Major impact, to be honest.
I think they're moving. There was some stepping towards the stairs of underpass, and Fnatic have made some plays pretty constant.
Lekro almost baited for Pronax, who was holding of events for Godsent, and that puts Fnatic in a man advantage. That will increase now Schneider in order to raise their game against this Godsent side. Top plan, an entry in mid early. Very nice jump onto.
They've decided instead to leave Schneider into connector. He's going to get Molotov Alpha's very favoured here to bring this to a close, but
and that may encourage Olofmeister to move forward. Doppler jumping around on the site. He's focusing towards Connector. He could get taken down for free. Olofmeister's positioning is key. He's getting info for his team. Sees a rotation from one player, and a bomb starts moving back in response. Twist taken down. He knows Doppler is towards CT as well, so perhaps he's just won the round for his team.
I wonder if Twist being aggressive in a punt player tops in that.
the split coming in, they've got to be very careful, these Godsent players. There's a double from Pronax. That is fantastic. Absolutely what they needed to open things up by coming out of Palace, looking onto the bomb site. Flash goes in, but he gets caught by Disco Doppler. Is it all over here for Fnatic?
There it is, match point.
Showing how fearless they are at the moment, and another aggressive move from Twist. Gets one kill, but gets traded immediately. This
Pronax traps in Connector. He's going to get picked off as well. See Lecro already 1250 in the bank. And, oh, 2 shots from Schneider. He's actually made this winnable for himself. HE will hit the mark, but Flusher sees it coming, and he will be untouched by it. So indeed,
Deco here can do damage.
oh dear. They've got 2 kills, but look at the potential that Godsent have now.
Just USPs. Against those careful to steal a weapon away, but I don't see that being a likelihood for Twist. And he will be discovered finally.
Progress and access.
Yeah, this is a very tough situation, and it goes back to what Yanko was saying about putting the aggression in more quickly. That's a very important frag, though. Lecro takes down the bomb planter, and with a frag coming in from Schneider as well, there might be problems here, as the bomb still has to be planted by the T's, and that can force them out of position. But either way, they're still getting the kills here. Disco Doppler, he's in a position where he's just deciding to go for the save. Oh, that's a good shot, isn't it?
It would be a surprising win if they won the match.
I like how they're stacking with the AWPer. Window wanting the smoke to clear. Good pick off from Olofmeister.
35 seconds left. This is going to be quite the rotation for Twitch as well now. Schneider saving kill from Pronax. Pre-fire and Flusher might have hurt him. They can even double pick Flusher. Otherwise, you have to wonder about.
And ooh, did we get the boost? Oh, that's so fast from JW. That's a problem. That's a very big problem. Does he realize there's another player that he must? And he does try to go for the shot there. The nades come in. So lucky not to die there. Lecro. Do Fnatic try to force their win? They have so much time. They don't have to commit to this. Try needs to get something out of this. 1 kill. Second for Godsent in this match on the 30th round.
Pronax 1 versus 4. Ironically, he has to go for it, and everyone's tagged. But I mean, he's just dying in the flames.
Come 2 players run a pass. Crims with the immediate headshot. Where's the follow-up? We get a trade. And Disco Doppler.
But Godsent content for the time being. Start of overtime, and they're off to an advantage. A sound, and he's forced to speed up. Cannot take the duel with Twist in Connector. JW missing the shot, and that will leave him exposed.
Yeah, I really want to see them just going for more set pieces, playing more positionally. You figure out how a team, where their strengths are, and things up towards Palace though. Olofmeister in a deep position towards the catwalk area. This is the 1v1 that could mean the most. The bomb is there, and Pronax moves because they have no time. Ooh.
29 seconds. Pronax trying to cover the bomb. 20 HP. Can he get time on this side? Oh, he's missed a shot on for the smoke yet. Maybe not. There are three people towards the mid area.
Chaos with the bomb, and here comes Pronax. Will he check it? No, he will not check it. Crims looking to entry.
What angle is he holding those? Towards Connector? It seems that way. Flusher, you've got 7 seconds. You need to plant the bomb. Planting for default. They should hear it. All the CTs are pretty much here already. Gets the first 1 versus 1. Grenades flying in, but over time. But now it's their turn to defend. There we go. GW ready for it. But will he serve somebody a nasty surprise? Indeed he will. Gap in the smoke, and they almost line up for him, but he missed a shot, it seems. Fights in the middle area, and they are being...
There's 30 seconds left, and he has to win the fight. Olof is quick. Olof can play the time here. He can play the rotation from his teammates. He doesn't have to die straight away. He's trying to bait out shots, trying to slow him down. Lecro though very fast. The flick is there for JW. That's a good one. As Disco Doppler tries to save this situation. 10 seconds to go. Still playing the time off Fnatic, but they're not going to be able to do so. This might be very clutchable after all from no idea. Oh, gets the catch though. Able to tag down Crims though. I think he realizes it, pulls out the pistol. What does Crims do? He's got a flashbang. No idea where Disco Dopplan's going to be right now. Big advantage for Disco Dopplan. I think he spotted Crims there jumping and catches him in the air. Well played by Disco Dopplan.
He will have to be careful with the grenades. Dennis having a look on his own towards the short position. No one able to support him. Flusher going down through the smoke, and Godsent, they're in a good spot now to go and retrieve that bomb. JW, is he expecting anybody towards CC? He's not. Pronex is just about getting the kill. The bomb, but he might be caught in no man's land. Dopplan knows heavily tagged, leaving Olofmeister alone versus 3. He knows where the bomb is, but it won't be enough. It's too late. For that's it.
And it was a good performance from Godsent, realizing from very early on what their options are, that they need to be aggressive all the time, they need to push together in order to be able to win those T-sided rounds, and with a little bit of help from Fnatic, throwing a couple of 3v1 rounds away, they do manage to win the game in overtime. So you do have to wonder, if you're Fnatic, if only they had a little bit more discipline in some of those crucial moments, they could have 2-0'd Godsent.